Good evening, everybody. So we're back with more vshojo stuff that just came out just recently. Literally, hopefully I can get this out before 4 o'clock. Vshojo CEO confirmed that the VTubing agency is shutting down after failing to pay 500K to raise by ironmouse charity and burn through $11 million in funds. And obviously, I was reading this article, and this is when I decided to do a video on it. In the wake of the ironmouse calling out vshojo for failing to donate $500,000 to the charity, several other VTubers working under the agency calling them out for missing months worth of payment to them. See, what I don't understand is like, why wait this long? But maybe they saw the opportunity in the writing on the wall and they decided to call it out for what it's worth. And maybe a lot of them were so scared that they were waiting for something like this to happen. So I feel like if this didn't happen, the charity thing, then this news probably would have came out and probably would have been big, but not as big. New former CEO Justin confirmed that they ran out of money to pay out their talent months ago and failed to rally enough funds to right the ship. As a result, he opted to shutter the company entirely. And we do have a quote from the company. vshojo has failed and mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I'm sharing the difficult news that vshojo is shutting down, and I take full responsibility for the decision that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my effort, we are in a worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. Over the past few years, we raised around 11 million to pursue a bond, talent-first approach in VTube, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profit. To achieve long-term sustainability, our fundings went directly to our creators through a generous split. Debut investment, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We wanted the talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for our agency. However, despite all our effort, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain the model, and eventually we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with the talent activity, which I later learned was intentional for us. There's no way you knew that was done for a charity event. There's a charitable initiative. At the time, we were working hard to raise an additional investment capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believe, based on the information available to us, that we will be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising effort, and I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequence. I'm deeply sorry to all the talent staff and the community members who believe in our brand. You did not deserve it. Actually, the article basically meaning that they screw up. They didn't know what they were trying to do. And what they were trying to do for the first time as hey, you guys get to keep your actual, models and everything. Oops, that didn't work out. So what they were trying to do with a novel idea that just did not pan out was then resulted in them just blowing $11 million, which probably also resulted in them taking the $500,000 for themselves, trying to reimburse that or reinvest that later on. And obviously that didn't work out as they thought. Over the past few years, we raised over $1 million so we raised our funding. So they just basically, He also directly admitted that the money invested was generated by the talent, meaning that the company was siphoning directly from money that would have gone towards the talent and keep the organization afloat. I mean, maybe they should have looked at the other models like V2, Face Connect, and all that, and how they generate money and how they keep their talents around. That rather than what they were trying to do, which is eventually resulted in them just taking money from their own talent. Some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which we read that part. And though he has shuttered the company in a final statement, there's no plan of action to pay the talent back or spend the promised 500K to the Immunity Deficiency Foundation. However, thanks to Ironmouse rallying her fans, she already raised over $1 million for the IDF in the wake of this news. So yeah, so if you are a talent agency, or not talent agency, if you're like a part of it, you're basically not going to get paid, right? You're not going to. That money, boom, bang, gone. There's just nothing there anymore. And so if you're expecting, and I feel bad for these people because I can only imagine that they're really relying on a paycheck to paycheck basis, right? Even if you know, even if they get money, like say from YouTube, Twitch, like they are relying solely on a paycheck to paycheck basis, and I feel bad for them, meaning that they're gonna have to work even more harder, you know, to even like continue. So, and it really sucks, and I really feel bad for them. I guess all you can do is just pray to God that they eventually do get their money back in some way or form. Till next time, guys. Till next time.